In 2017, Star Wars Battlefront 2 launched with high controversy and a dense sentence. And 2025 is peaking 8 years later. This is a story of how a broken game quietly became the FPS the community needed. Battlefront 2 launched as a game Star Wars fans were waiting for. Massive battles, iconic heroes, and a real campaign. But what we got was a messy pay-to-win hell that even got legal. Loot boxes, progression tied up to random chance, and core characters like Darth Vader locked behind dozens of hours of grinding, unless of course you paid. The system was designed to pressure players into microtransactions, and the backlash was massive. The controversy reached beyond gaming. It hit mainstream news outlets, politicians got involved, Reddit exploded, and in fact EA now is infamous. Reddit comment defending the grind became the most downvoted comment in Reddit history. EA facing global criticism. EA pulled microtransactions, but the damage was already done. Battlefront 2 had become the poster child for everything wrong with modern monetization in gaming. To their credit, DICE tried to recover, pivoting last minute. Loot boxes were pulled, progression got overhauled, making it actually possible. Clone Wars content dropped with characters such as Grievous, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and it started to look like what it should have been from launch. But the momentum was gone. The trust was shattered, and as good as the concept was, EA pulled the plug, as most games in the modern era are defined by their launch, or at least we thought so. Then silence. Since EA pulled the plug, there is no updates, no new content, but something strange happened. In 2022, memes and YouTube videos praising the game's visual fidelity, sound design, and galactic scale.
The largest map ever made for Battlefront by DICE
started gaining traction. Players reinstalled it, word of mouth spread, and on Steam, the game routinely charted in the top 100. And with mods and TikTok clips showcasing how fun it was, a community was still there. And to be honest, it was amazing to see. Just new people discovering the game on their own without any marketing campaign. Then fast forward into 2023, 2024, there were massive spikes. Keep in mind, since the game had been plugged and it was no longer a flagship, it was started rotating free weekends, was on sale constantly, and nostalgia from the original player base came back to see it one more time. A generation that missed the launch discovered a polished, content-rich shooter unlike anything else on the market. And in 2025, Battlefront 2 found its moment. The FPS scene had titles that have not been well received, like Black Ops 6 and Battlefield just completely falling off the map, and Halo basically just killing the game. 343 Industries doesn't want to be in the game industry no more, apparently, by what they do. And battle royales are sadly oversaturated and overdone. And most people don't want to be in ranked sweaty Valorant and CS2 lobbies, let's be honest. But with all these games, nothing could scratch people's FPS itch, and nothing had some depth to it. Here it was, Starfighters, the Clone Wars, and all the favorite Star Wars characters just sitting there. It wasn't updated, it wasn't marketed, it was just being rediscovered by the community all over again. Battlefront 2 didn't need a remaster, it didn't need a comeback trailer, it just needed time, and players that had to be distanced from the drama. In the end, the game didn't change, we did. A launch is crucial to a game's success, and in modern gaming, that's just how it is. Now though Battlefront 2 is lacking, it's still better baked together than most modern shooters that are live service, especially when people are putting out games like MW3. And I'm talking about the new one, the one that seemed like a DLC, so people who aren't up with the times. Can you really blame players for looking in the past for good games and not shelling out for corporate nonsense? Let this be a lesson. Vote with your wallets, please. Till next time, stay patched in.